Hi, everyone. This is Andrea. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know what? I probably should introduce myself to those who may not know me because I know that there are people who watch my video who don't know Andrea. But anyway, I am an author. I wrote my first book, The Beautiful Journey. I am also a speaker and a transformational coach. I am passionate about people living their lives on purpose. So just being intentional about the life that they live. But anyway, I wanted to come to you all today to share something with you. I was just watching the interview with Oprah and the First Lady, and I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, I would love to have the opportunity to talk to the First Lady, just to find out what she thought about living in the White House and being the First Lady and all of that. And I was like, how can I make that happen? And who knows? It may happen, it may not. But what it reminded me of was the time that I met the President of the United States. So, yes, I had the opportunity to meet Barack Obama, President Obama, and I was so excited. But I just wanted to take you back a couple of weeks prior to me meeting him. It probably was only 3 weeks. And I was going through a coaching certification. And one of the assignments that I was doing was listing out 27 experiences that I wanted to have before I died. So, some people call it a bucket list. And for those of you who don't know about bucket lists, and I can't imagine that there are people who don't know what it is, but it comes from a movie with, I think it was Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson, and they were dying. And so they wanted to have all these experiences before they died. So they made a bucket list and basically things to do before they kicked the bucket, right? So I didn't call mine a bucket list, but it was 27 experiences that I wanted to have. And I listed things like meet the children that I sponsor all around the world. Now I have about 4 or 5. How am I going to do it? I don't know. But, I wasn't coming up with easy things to do. I just wanted experiences that I wanted to have before I died. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do that. I also had things like to do all the tennis grand slams. So I've done the US Open, but I want to go to Wimbledon one day, the French Open, the Australian Open. So that was another thing that I had written down. And then I also had written down meet the President of the United States. Now, I didn't know how that was going to happen. I just knew it was something that I wanted to happen. And so here I am, fast forward 3 weeks. And I knew that I had to be somewhere that the president needed to be. But there was also something else that I needed. And so there was a friend of mine who sent me an article. And the article talked about 6 steps to do to cross anything off your bucket list. And I don't remember who wrote the article. So if it was you, I do apologize that I am not saying your name. But when I read the article, I was like, okay. And there was one thing that I remember from that article, which I know helped me meet the president. But I just wanted to share the 6 steps with you because I thought it was really helpful to cross off things so that you can create the experiences that you want to have for yourself. So I'm going to share those. The first one is to stop and think about it. Like, think about what it is that you actually want to do and think about the why. You can't concern yourself about what other people may think or what they may say. They may think you're crazy. You may sound crazy when you say it, but don't worry about that. If it's an experience that you want to have for yourself, then you put it on your list. And then number 2, write it down. So as I said before, I had the 27 experiences I wanted to have. I wrote them down. And when you write them down, you make it like a to-do list. So you're more, what's the word? You're more willing to try to achieve it so you can cross it off. And so for those who know the Bible, it says, write the vision, make it plain. And so do that, write it down because it makes it real for you. Number 3 is to talk about it. Like, tell everybody that you know. And because you do that, you are going to have people who are going to hold you accountable for creating those experiences for yourself and crossing them off. So just let everybody know what it is that you're planning to do. Number 4, be persistent. So have plan A. If A doesn't work, go on over to plan B. C, D, E, F, G, H, all the way to Z. And if Z doesn't work, then come on back to double A. But what I will say, be creative in how you try to achieve that. It may not be something easy and something that is straightforward. You may have to come up with some creative idea or some creative way to be able to cross off something off your bucket list. Number 5, this is what I remembered when I went to go see the president. As I said before, I knew in order to meet him, I had to be where he was. So I made sure I was there, but I also had to be ballsy. And that's what number 5 is, be ballsy. So, I had to be bold, brave, courageous. Even though I may have been fearful, I had to feel that fear, but do it anyway. So I remember when I went to go see him, I didn't know how I was going to get to the president. But what I knew is that I needed to be close. And so I decided to walk in the VIP section. No, I did not have a VIP ticket, but I walked in and act like I belonged there. No one said anything. So then I took it a step further. I said, let me just go ahead and walk to the front row and see how that works. No one said anything when I got there. So then once he was done and he said, God bless you, God bless the United States of America, I stood up and there I was in the front row and he came on over. And I had the opportunity to meet him and actually have some words with him. And I couldn't believe that it was just 3 weeks prior that I had written it down. But that let me know something, because it let me know that if you're intentional and deliberate about making something happen, you can make that happen. So that was number 5, be ballsy. And I will say this, it's like when you dream big and have huge, huge expectations, you can surprise yourself and other people. So remember that. And number 6 is to help others. Like, don't do it alone. It's only fun when you're helping other people achieve their experiences as well. So those were the 6 steps. Stop and think about it. Write it down. Talk about it. Be persistent, be ballsy, and then help others. And I will say this as well. When I met the president, I was really shocked that I was able to make that happen, because that was one of the first times I said, this is something I want to do and I'm about to figure out how to make this happen. I knew had I not gone to VIP that I would have been too far back to be able to meet the president, because I knew everybody was going to try to have that opportunity to meet him. So I knew I needed to make some things happen, and I just creatively did it, right? But there was another time. For those who know me, know that I love Oprah. I mean, I love, love, love Oprah. I am a Super Soul Sundayer. I probably know everything about Oprah. But I needed to meet her. Didn't know how I was going to do it. I had been to a show before, and the show, I was kind of sitting a little too far away to meet her. So that didn't happen. But I knew this one time, in order to make it happen, I needed to, one, be where she was, but I needed to do some other things. And mind you, when I had the opportunity to meet her, it wasn't just me doing my thing. She actually invited me in to meet her and have a conversation with her. So I was very, very thrilled about that. But once again, it was something that I had on my list of experiences that I wanted to create, that I made happen. So I just wanted to share those 6 steps with you, because they've worked for me. And please, if you do use them, I mean, here we are we're knocking on the door for 2017. And there may be some things that you want to do, some experiences that you may want to have. Try these 6 steps. And if you don't remember what they were, go back a couple of minutes and you'll see them. But try it. And if you do, then let me know, because I would love to hear what you were able to accomplish if you were just being intentional about it. And really, that's what this is all about. This is all about being deliberate, being intentional. And that's why when I say live on purpose, that's what I'm meaning. Like, we have to create the life that we want for ourselves. We have to make it be what we want it to be. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Have a great rest of the day. And once again, this is Andrea, author, speaker, transformational coach. Live on purpose. And I say that because this is my bulb right here that says live on purpose. And I put that as a chalkboard bulb that I actually wrote on there, live on purpose. And so every time I walk past it, I remind myself to be intentional about designing the life that I want for myself, because I do want to have a life that I love, desire, and deserve. All righty. So take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.